What's going on, everyone? RJ here. Today we are going to do a trade recap on MRM and TLRY. Both strategies was for an orb, aka an opening range break up on the long side, and then on TLRY, aka TLRY, later on I did see that it broke through the VWAP and couldn't hold it, so it went and flushed back down, and so I took a position short once it broke the VWAP with a tight position over VWAP, and it continued to just go down. So overall, green day today. Before we go ahead and dive into the recap itself, if you guys haven't already and you are new to this channel, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button down below. It truly does help the almighty YouTube algorithm promote this video and this channel to find other traders and viewers such as yourselves and other potential viewers out there. Also, follow me on my other social media platforms here. It is just at RJ Ardonis. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Thursday so far. With that being said, let's go ahead and go over the trades. All right, everyone. So let's go ahead and take a look at our trade recaps. The first trade I took here was actually on TLRY. And I'll just call it TLRY for now. So I did see on the first candle that it did sell off over here, but then there was an igniting green candle breaking past VWAP. And so when it broke past VWAP and it was an engulfing pattern, I went ahead and took a long position for an opening range breakup at around 1225. And on the third candle, it continued to break upwards, and this is where you have to be very fast with your hotkeys, and you gotta be super fast because, as you guys can see, this is a red candle, but yet I still made profits. I was not red here. So when it went ahead on the third candle and continued to ignite upwards, I took my first partial, my 1R, here at 1235. And then as I saw it had selling pressure, it just continued to go down. It went down. And then I didn't like the big topping tail here, so I just went ahead and cut it just close to break even at 1225, but let's just call it 1227. So this trade was green. Now at the same time, I did have MRM on the watch list on my thumbnails, and I did see that it sold off initially, which gave it this long bottom tail, but then it got quickly bought up here, and then it broke past the 9 EMA here, and I did see this hit my thumbnails. And so when I saw this ignite up, I saw it sell down, and this is a key level that I like to see. Is I like to see a pullback, and then if it is strong, it'll continue to get bought up. So followed by these two big volume candles as it touched the 9 EMA and get bought back up. I took an entry close to about $16.17, and it continued to rocket all the way up. I took my first partial at 1640, and then my next partial at about 1664. And then I was all out here at 1694, all within one candle. I wish I had held on to some shares for the halt, because this did halt right here, and it opened up around here around $17. I wish I kept a small size, whether it was 200, 100 shares, because that was something I was able to risk. But normally I don't like being too greedy. This was already really good profits for me. So I was all out here. On TLRY, I went ahead and got back in around the 945 area. I was kind of just monitoring it. So as you saw here, it lost VWAP. Then it reclaimed VWAP again with these two large green candles. But it seems to hit this resistance area up here around 1235, right before 1240. And so there was two candles selling all the way back to VWAP, and so as I saw this small tail get bought up and then it sold off, I took an entry right below VWAP with a very tight stop loss right at this wick, so around 1220, and it continued to sell off, which was really nice to see. There was some nice follow through here, and I took my first R. So I took my first entry at around 1217, took my first partial around 1207, and then took my 2R partial here around 1197. And then as it continued to get bought back up, I really didn't have any more patience here, so I went ahead and just went all out at around 1207 again, so my 1R area, because I was already fairly green for the day because of MRM and this initial trade here. So this strategy was just for a breakdown and a loss of VWAP. Normally when I take trades close to the VWAP, I have these stop losses very tight, just above or just below. If there is nice follow through, it'll just continue on. If it is choppy, it'll try and chop me back out at the VWAP area, which I'm okay taking. So I hope everyone enjoyed that video. Again, overall we are green today, which is always good. Green days, and we want to see a nice equity curve on the upside. Trading both MRM and TLRY for opening range breakups, you have to be very fast with your hotkeys. You cannot overextend your stay because it can easily just reverse on you. So I do have manual stops in place where I'm just monitoring, and if it does moves that I don't like, such as a big igniting red candle if I'm long, or a big igniting green candle if I'm short, I normally just take the positioning and take my profits that way. With MRM, you have to be super fast. That thing moves so fast, and obviously I wish I had held on to some positions onto the halt, but I was already happy with my positions there. So I was all out right before the halt itself. I wish I held on to a small share size, whether that was 200 or 100 shares. Those were shares I would be okay with, whether it goes down or up, because I'd already taken some really nice profits on the way up. Notes, pretty much taking notes for the future. I'll try and see if I can hang on to some shorts. Again, when things move so fast, I'm kind of just partialing. And when I've hit an insane amount like 5, 6, 7 R, I went ahead, I normally just go all out. On TLRY, as we saw, I did try an opening range break up as well. So I was able to partial at 1R, but it went ahead and went back down, and I didn't like what I was seeing with a long topping tail, and I went ahead and just cut that break even on the way down. So that was still a green trade. And then later on, as you saw, it did try and make a break past VWAP, and it looked like it tried to reclaim it, but it couldn't. We were followed by 2 big red candles. And so as it approached VWAP, I went ahead and took a position there for a loss of VWAP. We had a nice trade to 1R and 2R down there, and then I went ahead and just took the rest off because I didn't have any more patience. I didn't want to see where it would go. So it was a green day overall. With that being said, if you guys found yourselves learning something new and you enjoyed the recap, do me a favor and smashy that like and subscribe button down below. It truly does help the almighty YouTube algorithm promote this video and this channel to find other viewers and traders such as yourselves and other potential viewers out there. Also follow me in my other social media platforms here. It is just at RJ Ardanas. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your Thursday. If you have any other questions, just please post them in the comment section below. Other than that, I will see everyone on the next trading recap tomorrow.